guys, it is an absolutely beautiful morning here in Dorset. I've come up to a high point in Dorset that kind of overlooks towards Lyme and towards Colmers Hill, Marshwood Vales, and it's like a carpet of very light mist. There's not much about, but it's enough on a vista like this to just look really nice. We've got some beautiful pastel tones right now, and still about 40 minutes before sun comes up. Very overexposed on that cannon, but it's absolutely gorgeous up here right now. So I've come out this morning to photograph a scene that I photographed maybe last autumn. I'll probably photograph it again in the autumn because it's going to work better when the sun's a bit further around to the south. But shooting Colmers Hill from this distance is quite a challenge, and I'd say Colmers Hill with the trees on it is probably about 10 miles from where I'm stood right now. I can see it with my eyes. It's very far away in the mist. It's very hard to photograph from these distances. It's very hard to get super sharp. You have to crop a lot. It looks tiny on the back of my viewfinder in at 200mm, and I thought it would be a good opportunity to try the high resolution mode on the S1R. I haven't actually tried it yet. It takes a series of 8 images and pixel shifts them and then stacks them all together to create an image that's 187 megapixels. So that will enable me to crop in a lot and make this image work. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to wait for the light to just lift a little bit more, and then yeah, we'll give it a go. But absolutely gorgeous up here. There's just no one here. So peaceful, and you can hear owls and all the wildlife in the hedges and stuff, and it's just absolutely bliss. It's lovely. Just behind me, there's about 20 male bulls, and they're all mooing and all chomping around, and I'm a bit like, meh. So I'm going to be a bit quiet. I haven't figured out a way back to the car yet. Anyway, the sun's just broken the horizon. All the mist is starting to lift now, and it's dissipating, and it is lovely, but it's not what I wanted. I'll have to come back and get it again, but for the purpose of this shot and trying the high res mode, it's pretty spot on actually. I'm struggling to get focus on Colmers Hill because it's so far away. I'm literally feathering the ring backwards millimeters and throwing the focus either side of the hill, so it's just a matter of being really careful and making sure that it's there, and just really spend time feathering it backwards and forwards. But yeah, it's absolutely stunning up here. So I'm going to take a shot now using the high res mode. Nothing but a polarizer on there just to give me a bit more definition in the hill because it's so far away. It's going to be quite a flat image, although there's light now. There's not much going on in that scene. It's just dark rolling hills, a misty foreground, and not a lot going on in the sky. So that polarizer just brings out those blacks a little bit more. It just helps me a little bit more, and also helps when you're trying to focus because you can see it a bit better. You can see the trees on top of the hill very faintly, but it's just enough to help. I've set it up, and it takes 8 images, and then you can set a timer beforehand. So I've set an 8-second timer because it's just about long enough for the camera to settle. And after I press the shutter button, and seconds are 1/4 of a second, f11, ISO 50. I'm going to take the shot. I'll pop this up on screen for you guys in a minute. I'll probably pop the original image, and then I'll pop the final cropped image, which will be a lot smaller. It's probably about an eighth or a tenth of the image. I'm all this space, and I'm going in on a tiny little bit to crop in on Coleman's Hill. It's a beautiful scene. It's a lovely place. So a decent image, and yeah, really impressed with the amount of detail that you can still pull out, even at this distance. It's so far away, and I can barely even see Coleman's Hill anymore with my eyes. It's so far away. I'd say I reckon it's probably about 10 miles away. I'm on the top of Dorset, and yeah, Bridport from here is about 10 miles, so I'd probably say it's about that sort of distance. But an absolutely gorgeous morning. Happy with that image, happy with the amount of detail that you can still pull out of this thing, even at distances like that. Yeah, I'm going to pack up now and head back, try and dodge my way through all these bulls. It is, yeah, it's absolutely beautiful up here. I could sit here all morning. Actually, I haven't taken a photo now for about 20 minutes or so, just about half an hour actually. It's about 7 o'clock now. The sun's been up for about half an hour, 45 minutes, and it's just nice to chill here and just look at this. It's just absolutely awesome. Absolutely stunning. All packed up and heading back to the car. The sun is well and truly up now, and cool, look at that tree. As a first try, I think it really works. You obviously have to have your camera on a tripod, and it needs to be dead still because I think it shifts like half a pixel. The sensor moves like half a pixel to stack 8 images together and create a 187 megapixel image. It's absolutely crazy. That's a massive amount of detail. Loving the S1R so far. It's an absolute joy to work with, and really pleased with how that image came out. It really does help being able to crop in and retrieve data. It just gives you freedom of being able to shoot wider and later on in post cropping in and making an image, even if you didn't necessarily have one. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. I haven't been attacked by any bulls as of yet. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do consider clicking subscribe below. Give us a like, tell us what you think down in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one.